we know that they're accurate? We have 1,000 or more years with no originals, only copies, only a few copies. Then they found the Dead Sea Scrolls, and now they have a copy of Isaiah and almost every book of the Old Testament from 1 BC.
Walk from here by the name of Enot Kanea. He came and he told the people who lived here about the one bitter end of John the Baptist, whose head was severed by Herod the Great. Exact words, I can't even memorize it. Just like all of you are sitting here and listening to me, that's what you would have been listening to in that movie. And the chief rabbi said, it is not the same John. And we better be employed with other things than talking about false prophets or something like that. And I always, when I saw that movie, I said to myself, if it is not the same man, why do you bother to do this? You hear me?
Yes.
And who is this movie directed to, folks? No, on the contrary, it's directed to you. Jews don't come to see this movie. This is directed to the pilgrim.
We just looked at cave number 4 of Qumran and talked about all these ruins where John the Baptist probably lived. And now there's the Dead Sea over there in the mountains of Moab. And now we're walking back.
Herod, like any other king, built his palaces to the highest standards of his day.
And there they go, the first batch. Up and there's Zacchaeus like a squirrel up there in the tree. And Jesus said, Zacchaeus, you up in the tree, come on down. For today I'm going to have dinner at your house. And it said that day salvation came to Zacchaeus, and he said, okay, we just arrived in Jericho at the Temptation restaurant. We have to walk up these stairs near the fountains. Try not to fall in. There it is, Temptation Restaurant in Jericho. Now do it. And here's the buffet line. Hello again.
Hey, how are you doing?
I'm doing good, thank you. How are you?
Good to see you.
Here's the buffet line. I'm just going to show you the buffet line here. Everything is, oh, excuse me. And they got rice and meatballs and even kebab. All kinds of things. And the drinks. Only slowly.
What's the way it's better?
It's a bad road. Okay. Hey, Father! There's Father On with his Heineken beer floating.
king.
All right, everybody say hello.
Wave your feet.
Yep.
Adam Cowboy! There you go! I know.
Oh, now we gotta go backwards and go down.
This will be on the internet, just for your grandkids. Say hi to your grandkids. Say their names.
Hi, Tanner, Holly, and all of the followers, and all of the Lewises. Yeehaw.
Likeness of Christ, your Son, who lives and reigns with you forever and ever. Got it, but this is Notre Dame's special thank you cake that they made us. They're saying thank you to all of you for coming. So you got the Palestinians here, and they say, we don't have a future. We're stuck behind this wall now. We don't have a future. What can we do? The Jews get all the good jobs, and we don't have anything. And plus, then you mix it with the Muslim idea that there's jihad. You know that you are all infidels, right?
Yeah.
And you know from a perspective of the Muslim, and I don't mean radical Muslim, I mean the Quran. The only good Muslim is a bad Muslim. Think about that for a minute. That means the only one that we perceive as a good Muslim is the one who doesn't really practice Islam. Because Islam teaches that there are three things that you do with the infidel. You either convert them to Islam, you turn them into demis, which means a second-class slave class, or you execute them. That's your future if Islam takes over. You don't negotiate with these folks.
I just want to say that this pilgrimage is wonderful. Steve and Janet are very knowledgeable. Steve explained to us everything. He brings the name of the part of the Bible that we are looking at the moment, and I'm going to recommend it to everyone in California, Tehachapi, California.